Hello everyone and welcome to the bonus episode for Sonic Frontiers. So, in the last episode of the series, well, let's just say it was originally going to be a part 1, but allow me to bring a little disclaimer before we get into the main subject at hand. I will not be doing the DLC. I've heard all the things about how difficult it can be. Bear in mind, I have played the game on easy, and I did at one point switch it over to hard to try out the true final boss, but you know how that turned out, right? Anyway, that being said, how about we get into it? So we're gonna be talking about some really cool stuff with this game. Namely, cyberspace, and something else. Anyway, I hope you guys will stick around, and I hope you'll enjoy this, because this has been a long time coming. I was planning on doing this, yesterday, but I was pretty busy with stuff yesterday. But just know that, yeah. Alright. So we have New Game Plus, which is unlocked after completing the game. Battle Rush Cyberspace Challenge. We're going to be going to my main save file here. These right here are for the new DLC. But we're going to be going to my save slot here. So you're probably wondering, so cyberspace? Yeah. So, I'm not going to be doing the final story. And I'm not going to be doing the DLC. I was planning on doing that, but after hearing about all the difficulties people have had, I made it clear to myself that I am not going to be doing that. Instead, we're going to be going to Kronos Island, which is the first island in the game that you go to. And the reason being is because of the fact that I want to show you guys some of the cyberspace levels and mostly what they're based on and all the other stuff. Yeah. Anyway. Weird. Anyway, so as we make our way to the first cyberspace portal. I'm sorry. Wait. No, the first cyberspace portal was over there. What am I doing? Yes, hello Ninja. I'm not interested in fighting. For once. Okay, that was kinda cool. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Especially since tomorrow is that big day I've been hyping up. Which is, the day that the Quest 3 launches. Yes, I'm getting it day 1. I don't care if people say, oh, I wouldn't get it day 1. Anyway. So, this is the very first cyberspace level that you go to, and it's actually the thing that you first start off doing when you first start playing Sonic Frontiers. I've already gotten one of the keys, and these are actually the most efficient way to get the keys in the game, but they aren't always the most easy. With that being said, let's go to Cyberspace Level 1. I'm not going to be playing through all of them, I'm just going to be showing a quick gist of the 3 different themes of cyberspace. Starting off with Dream Hill, which is, you know, yeah. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. Alright. So, this is cyberspace. Wow, I missed that. Yeah, so cyberspace levels play a lot like the traditional Sonic levels that you'd seen in more recent games, such as, such as, you know, generations, colors, forces, stuff like that. But the thing about it is, yeah. So I got one of the keys, but I'm gonna go ahead and try again. Bear in mind that if you try again after getting one of the goals, it doesn't reset it. It's already been completed. But as you can see, we have the time limit here, and then we have, yeah. Bear in mind, getting below the C rank will give you a D rank. There is no E rank anymore. It's just D, C, B, A, and S. Honestly, I really like this change to the formula of getting ranks. But yeah, so with the recent updates to the game, including how you can change how Sonic controls in the air when boosting, you can literally make it to where you could rocket through the air without having to use the homing launch. Anyway, how about we try again, and we're gonna try and get as many rings as possible, which will be easy. Yeah, so as for East, trying to think. Wait. Oh, I don't think I got it. Damn it. Okay. And what I recommend doing is tackling all of the objectives in a set order. So don't try to do them all at once, because the S rank, which by the way Sonic controls a little bit differently in cyberspace, because you are on a set path, but for the rings, I highly recommend just playing at a slower pace to make sure that you grab all of them. I know that won't get you the S rank, but you're not going for the S rank when you're trying to do this by itself. So, yeah. Again, I know this is kind of a weird idea, but it's just so that way people who are diligent can go ahead and get the rings without having to worry about, you know, having to feel like they missed something. Because you don't want to get every single ring, you want to get those in that sorting area so that way, yeah. But on my next playthrough, I will actually be trying to get the, S rank. So I won't be going after the rings in the next playthrough. But after this, I'll be playing through the next theme, which is Chemical Plant. Okay. I got a C rank without even trying. Okay, so now we're gonna go for the S rank. And there's actually a special reward if you manage to do all 4 of these. So, one final playthrough. Yeah. And there we go. That will give us S rank. And as such, here's your reward. Getting all 4 of these completed will give you an extra key. So, for those completionists out there, yeah, I say go for it if you are skilled enough at the game to do exactly that. Well, that was cool. Also, I'm excited to announce that there is actually a series that will be returning to the channel, but I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently alongside a rebrand. It's going to now be called Rex's Liminal Adventures. Roblox games that are liminal space related. They play music inside of them that it's not going to get me in trouble necessarily. But it is, however, going to have, like, copyright claims, which will eventually get released. I have gotten those plenty of times, so don't worry. But I also have another announcement, and this is something that I wasn't wanting to make, but it's something that I feel like I should make. I am no longer going to be doing live coverage streams. It's not that I don't like doing them, it's just that I've sort of fallen out of interest in doing it. So, don't take this as I didn't have fun with it, because I did. It's just that I've lost interest in doing so, and so anything like the Game Awards or something I will watch on my own time. So, that's all there is to it. And also, I don't want to have the potential to have a strike on my channel. Because trust me, there are greedy people out there that will try and do that. So, yeah. We got Ozra over there. I will not be covering these challenges, even though I know how to do them. Right, can I? Okay, yes. I'm gonna see what level theme this is. Yeah. This might be Chemical Plant, but it might also be the 3rd type. Alright, reach the goal. S rank, 80 rings. 80 rings means that this is going to be a side-scroller level, so it's going to be a lot more closer to the classic Sonic games. You know, like, of the Genesis era. Also bear in mind, this stream won't be very long. It's just me covering the cyberspace levels and some of the Easter eggs and what have you. Well, that was easy. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the 3rd level type that I was trying to show. I was trying to do them in order of, in order of Alph, yes. No. In the order that I was hoping on, which was, Green Hill, Chemical Plants, and, yeah. This, which people used to call it the city theme, but it does have an official name. It is officially known as Eternal Highway, which, given the fact that you're traveling on a highway, it makes a whole lot of sense. Also, well, those look awfully familiar. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we're not going to be redoing that stage. I just wanted to show off that one. But the 3rd one I want to show off, if I can find it, is almost had a hiccup there. That time I did. I drank Pepsi earlier. Anyway, there's a Cocoa. Anyway. Also, I'm really glad that I got 2 of those without even trying, but I wasn't even... Yeah. Bear in mind, I'm not a completionist, so I'm not going to be trying to get everything. There's Azura over there. Or is it Asura? I don't remember. Anyway. Let me try and find the... last thing. Because I know there's other cyberspace portals that I haven't activated yet. There's also, oh, Chrono Silent Third Movement. Nice. Got some glowing trees. Didn't know trees could glow. Have I been in that one? Hold on. I remember that being way different. Anyway. Alright, let's see what our power is. Okay, not bad. We just got raised a level. I just realized something. Oh. Sky Sanctuary? Oh wait, this is the remix from Gens. Like from Generations. Whoa! Hey Sage. You're telling me I could have done that this entire time? I'm not even mad, I'm just surprised. Alright. Got more tokens. Anyway, right. So is this the chemical plant? I don't remember. Oh, I did it. Alright, is this chemical plant? If so, then that will cover the, Oh no! But it is an Easter egg. This, everyone, is a tribute to one of my favorite games of all time, Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah. This is one of my favorite games within the entire franchise. And that, right there, is a hearty fail. But we're not here to gawk at how this is hurting me. No. But yeah, this is based on the on-foot segment of Sonic Adventure 2's City Escape. Well, minus the truck chase. There is actually another cyberspace level that covers the skateboard portion. Or, I guess you could call it a skateboard. You got the skyscraper run, which is shortened. Yeah. be glad the tanks don't shoot. Maybe they do, I don't know. Whoa! That was close! There we go. Alright, so, yeah. Fun fact, the very first cyberspace level is also an Easter egg. It is a reference to, I believe, the first daytime level within Sonic Unleashed. Which is pretty awesome if you ask me. I happen to have the game, but I haven't played it in, like, forever. Alright. But I want to find the, chemical plant. Because I know that's also a theme. Because, there's 3 different themes for the cyberspace levels. There's, Green Hill, there's Chemical Plant, and then there's the one that we just played again, which is called Eternal Highway. Which a lot of people have mistakenly called, City Escape. Because of the fact that, you know, it's a city, but you're not escaping from it, you're just... There's the fishing spot over there. But we don't need to fish. Which, by the way, I won't be playing through the DLC, but I will say this. It is revealed in the new DLC that, you weren't actually talking to Big the Cat, it was a hallucination, but somehow it was still helping you because, you know, how else were you getting those tokens? How else were you getting those items? Well, here's the thing. It's not a hallucination in terms of like, oh, well, Sonic's just going crazy. Instead, what it is it's implied that because of Sonic being so interlinked with cyberspace, his own memories are conjuring characters that he's talked to in the past. And they will in turn help him out. Make of that what you will, but I think that is really clever. Oh. Could this be the thing I'm looking for? Please? There's 2 Cocos just here to say hello. And actually, while I'm on the... voice crack. While I'm on the subject of Easter eggs, I can't show this on the PC port of the game, but I have worn these shoes within the PS5 version of the game when I was playing it for my New Year's stream last year leading into this year. If you signed up for a newsletter before the game's release, you would have been able to get a DLC code that would give you the shoes that Sonic wore in Sonic Adventure 2. And unfortunately, because of the fact that I wasn't planning on getting the game on PC quite yet, I missed out on getting it for... I'm just gonna... yeah. There we go. That wasn't the one I was looking for. I know there's a chemical plant theme here. I'm not crazy. But, yeah, the shoes are in reference to Sonic Adventure 2, as the name would imply. A lot of people tend to call them the soap shoes, and you might be thinking, well, they're not made out of soap, are they? Actually, the name comes from the fact that when Sonic Adventure 2 came out, or was being developed, Sega and Sonic Team were approached by a company called Soap, which is responsible for making grind shoes. And since Sonic Adventure 2 would introduce grinding as a mechanic that would be a series mainstay, they thought it would be appropriate to give Sonic those shoes to be able to let him grind, although nowadays he just wears his normal sneakers. Yeah, so that's a pretty cool little secret. Although I had to... wait. I just broke all three of these traits without even trying. Oh. I just jumped on him. I'm just like, oh, sorry buddy, didn't see you. Right, we got a portal gear over here. And we got a voice crack. Hold on. That is a portal I have not opened. Could this be the one? Could this be the one that I need to find? Because I know I'm not crazy. I know I saw a chemical plant theme or two on this island alone. Yeah. Okay, let's see for sure if I'm going crazy. Also, yes, I know how to operate a camera, although in the old Sonic games it used to be, you know. Yeah. Anyway, yep, there it is. This is the, well, in the order I would have shown it off, this would have been the second theme I would have shown off, but because of the fact that I didn't know where the portal was for this, yeah. Anyway, I don't know what this is a reference to, like, at all. But I want to say maybe it's a reference to a Forces level, maybe? I don't remember. Then again, that whole game was forgettable, but at least they're paying tribute to it. Also, yeah, shortcut! Also, in case you're wondering about the... Whoa! Well, that was cool. Alright. Well, I managed to get 3 of those without even trying. Wow. Okay, well that covers the cyberspace portion. Alright. Well, that covers the cyberspace levels and what some of the references are in terms of their design. I won't go through all of them because that would be way too long, and plus I have to cook dinner later today, so I'd rather not. But just know that a majority of these levels happen to be references to past games in terms of their layout. But the theming of them, with the 3 different themes being Green Hill, Chemical Plant, or Eternal Highway, happen to be references to Sonic's past in other ways. For example, Green Hill and Chemical Plant Zone being references to Sonic 1, Sonic 2, respectively, with Eternal Highway most likely being either its own thing or being a reference to the city-type levels that you would see in some of the newer Sonic games, starting off with Sonic Adventure 1. Don't quote me on that, I'm probably wrong, but, you know, when am I ever right? Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and save my data. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get off the game, but I want to go ahead and talk about some other stuff. And that is some of the stuff that I tried talking about at the end of the game, but I couldn't quite do it because of the fact that, well, I was overcome with emotions. Ignore this. Right. So this song right here. Oh, I I just had chicken nuggets. Woo! Chicken nuggets are good. Also, yeah, I still got time. I should say the stream won't be going on for too much longer. I was covering the cyberspace levels earlier, so that's the first part of the stream. But, yeah. So, this song, as I mentioned in the final episode, which would have been the first part of the finale until I recently decided to make it just a one-parter. This song right here would play if you beat the game in hard or extreme difficulty. Unfortunately, I am not that skilled a person, so as such, I couldn't. But the song that played in the credits theme, like the song that played during the credits on my Let's Play was actually this song. And that was the song that I was actually kind of worried about with YouTube, but nothing really came up other than just, them saying, oh hey, they're allowing people to do this. But yeah, so this entire song, believe it or not, is a message from the Sonic team to the fans. Right here. So it says here, Tomoya Otani, who is the composer for the Sonic series, has stated that the lyrics of this song right here, One Way Dream, contains a message from Sonic Team to the fans. And, I have to say, as someone who has been with the series since 2004, because that was whenever I first experienced Sonic through the Mega Collection, and therefore I had grown up with, Ryan Drummond, and then, Jason Griffith whenever I watched Sonic X as a kid. It was something special to hear, But then we have this. This is a translation from an interview from Tomoya Otani. And you're gonna like this. When was the last time music moved you? I remember exactly when that was. Because the updates for the iPod Classic, which I have been using for more than 15 years, have not been offered since 2010. My iPod Classic, which contains tens of thousands of songs, mainly in the genres that are often called post-hardcore, such as emo, screamo, and metalcore, doesn't contain a single song from 2010 onwards. Yeah, anyway. Oh, right. So this is the creator of the article typing this, and then I think there is something from Tomoya Otani. Yeah. Anyway. Doesn't contain a single song from 2010 onwards. It's not because It's not because I've moved to a subscription service or I'm listening on my iPhone or anything like that. It's simply because I don't want to put songs on it anymore. In short, I'm no longer moved by new music. One possible reason why my heart is no longer moved is that the trends in the post-hardcore world have changed since around 2010. It may be that I myself can no longer keep up with the music that is changing with the times. Or it could be that my passion for music has waned as I've gotten older. As someone who has devoted my youth to music, I think it would be very sad whether it was the former or the latter. Since more than 10 years have passed since I stopped updating my iPod Classic. Even after 2022, I was still listening to post-hardcore music from the 2000s. But I was shocked when I heard a certain song released in September 2022. Then, there was I'm Here, the main theme of Sonic Frontier. Again, it's important to note this is a translation from Japanese to English, so that's what it means. The song starts off with a quiet piano intro, but then the guitars and drums start to roll in, and it's just so massive. Above all, I couldn't get enough of the high toned voice that accompanied the heart wrenching melody. I really got goosebumps, and I don't mean that in a metaphorical way. Not long after that, I was shocked again when I heard the battle song Undefeatable from the Titan battle during a Sonic Frontiers test drive. This is the song that you would hear when fighting Giganto, which other people call it Giganto, but I have my own personal reason, and a good friend of mine who, you know, yeah. Jaguar Jack, you know exactly who I'm talking about, who has also played this game, and you probably saw their video on YouTube of them going through that one thing in the new DLC. But, I have my own reasons for why I'm calling Giganto Giganto. It's not that I don't like the name at all, I do like it. It's just, to me, saying the name Giganto makes it sound like a much bigger threat. And I don't mean that because it's a giant machine. I mean that, like, when you say Giganto, it sounds like you're some punky teenager saying, "Oh wow, that's some Giganto pickup truck." But when you're saying Giganto, it sounds like some grand evil being or something like that. Even though the Titans themselves aren't inherently evil, it's just that to them you're a threat, but to Sonic they're an enemy. Anyway, from the first second, it's got my heart. My heart, which had not moved for more than 10 years, was moved very easily. And in rapid succession, is such a thing possible? The main theme song I'm Here and the battle song I'm Here for the Titan battle were created by Tomoya Otani, the sound director for Sonic Frontiers. He's been in charge of music for the Sonic series since Adventure 2 in 2001. So, this time, Den Fami had the opportunity to speak directly with Mr. Otani. What elements are packed into these songs, and what does he choose? How does he choose the artists he uses? In this article, we'll be looking at Sonic Frontiers from the perspective of a post-hardcore. I keep mispronouncing stuff. From the perspective of post-hardcore and other musical genres. So there's Tomoya right there. The same sound design as in the previous games in the series doesn't fit Frontiers. I've heard that you're trying something different in terms of promotion, such as changing the key visuals for Europe, America, Japan, and Asia. Is there a different approach to the music as well? Otani. Sonic Frontiers is a different game than previous titles, so we thought the music should follow suit. In the past, the sound design for the Sonic series started off with a groovy song in the first stage, then a different groovy song in the next stage, so no matter where you turn, you'll hear music that gives you an uplifting feeling as you play an action game. However, we didn't think that methodology would work for Sonic Frontiers. No matter how positive Sonic's character is, it wouldn't be right if he was alone in the Starfall Islands and bright and cheerful music started playing. Yeah, you got that right. I thought it was necessary to change the approach to the music in order for people to get into Sonic's situation and story. In the original draft of the project, there was a key word, solitude, written in. This was very easy to understand. However, it took us a while to settle on where and how we wanted to make the game more exciting. We were also going through a lot of playtests and trial and error to make the battles with the Guardians and the battles against the Titans more fun to play. I've heard that some of the Guardians were created through playtesting. What was the response to the music? In the last playtest, the songs that got the most comments were the one for the Titan battle and the one for the fishing grounds. Sonic, there's no one there. I'm kidding. To Sonic there is someone, but as I said before in the stream, it's because of the fact that Sonic's memories are so deeply entwined into cyberspace And because of the fact that he's so linked with cyberspace, these hallucinations, according to Sage, are real to him. And as such, they actually have proven to be very beneficial. Especially for me. Anyway, those two songs were very impressive. The battle song for the battle against the Titan is catchy from the start. Was that part of the goal as well? Otani. The battle against the Titans is also the moment when all the Chaos Emeralds come together and you become supersonic. So I made the song with the timing of it when it would start playing in mind. I wanted that moment to be dramatic and memorable right from the start. Well, you certainly got me hooked from the first one. The battle music for the battle against the Titans and the music for the Fishing Grounds are two songs that really swing the musical presentation in Sonic Frontiers. We wanted the battles against the Titans to be exciting and the fishing spot to be relaxing. We wanted the gap between the two to be bigger than usual. It's true that there's so much of a gap between those two songs that it's hard to believe they were written by the same person. The Fishing Grounds song was one I was working on early on in the project. It's a genre of lo-fi hip-hop that I've always liked, and I wanted to make this kind of music. And then I found out that there was a fishing spot in Sonic Frontiers, and I thought, this is it! I was surprised because I didn't think that fishing and lo-fi hip-hop would go together so well. Otani. I think the point of the fishing spot in Sonic Frontiers is to take a break. Once you're in the open zone, you'll be battling all sorts of enemies. But here, you can relax, immerse yourself in fishing, and even get some useful items from the adventure. When I thought about it, I thought lo-fi hip-hop would be a good fit. I question why this is here. I'm just gonna... I don't have a problem with saying that, it's just, why? Yes, everyone, that is part of Sonic. Anyway, I wanted to make more songs like this because it's the kind of music I've always liked. But that's not the same as enriching Sonic Frontiers with only Fishing Grounds songs, so I decided to satisfy that desire on my YouTube channel. I didn't even know Otani had a YouTube channel. And the songs in cyberspace are different on each stage, aren't they? We made as many songs for cyberspace as there were stages. The reason for this is that each stage has a different level design. When you find the entrance to a new cyberspace stage in the open zone and enter, we wanted to make it fun for you to wonder what kind of music will play in the next stage. Oh, baby. In the same way, each Guardian battle has a unique design and a different fighting style. I decided that if they were so different, I would make an original song for each of them. I see, so you've created the necessary songs for each stage in each game, and ended up with a huge soundtrack of 150 songs on 6 CDs. That's right. Another reason why the soundtrack is a 6-disc set is not only because of the number of songs, but also because of the length of each song. Open zones where players can freely explore take longer, so the songs are also longer. You mean that the intervals between loops are long to begin with. I've heard it said that the best thing about game music is that it can loop. But if the duration of the loop is long, you'll have to make each song longer even if you want to loop it. Otani. That's right. Wait. Hold on. Trying to find the thing. I don't want to read through all of this, because again, I don't want this to last longer than I'm hoping for. You're just an enemy. Alright, there we go. Oh, here it is. Okay, and please give us a message for the readers. Sonic Frontiers is a massive game, but we put a lot of thought into the soundtrack from beginning to end. I know it says start to finish, shut up. We want you to play the game all the way to the end and listen to the true ending song, One Way Dream. It contains a message from the Sonic team. If you didn't make it to that ending, you can listen to it on the soundtrack we're planning to release on December 7th. Yeah, so in case you're wondering how exactly the song itself is a message to the fans, well, allow me to explain. The lyrics themselves contain the message. The skies ahead are vast and clear. I hold my breath, step up the gear. This is in reference to how Sonic Team weren't quite sure how this was going to fare. You know, this is a brand new step in the series, and my voice is like cracking a lot. Yeah. But, you know, the vast and clear part of the skies is representative of how they feel confident in this game. Chances are everywhere. This is a reference to how each time... wow. It's almost like my emotions are trying to get the best of me again. Anyway. Chances are everywhere. So, this is in reference to how, even when Sonic Team has messed up, they always strive to make a good game. You know, a game that will, appeal to the fans. Our sights are set beyond the moon. We'll show the world what we can do. Dreams are big, eyes are wide. Hear the voice deep inside. It's clear that this is the game that they wanted to make, but they weren't quite ready yet. You know, they still had to deal with the writing of Pontac and Graf. So long to those two. Yeah. Obstacles are no... Yeah, this one right here has a very deep meaning. Obstacles are no excuse. Come what may, there's nothing to lose. Turbulence won't stop us. We'll keep pulling through. It's important to note that during this game's development, the COVID-19 pandemic hit. The team had to resort to remote development. And even despite that, they trudged on. They pushed through. They fought through impossible odds, and in the end, November 8th last year, we got ourselves a big game. Challenges life throws our way make us even stronger today. This is how we ignite. If you've ever heard the saying, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, it's clear to me that Sonic Team, persevering through the pandemic and making such a game like this, even amidst all those crazy odds, it's instilled them with the confidence that, no matter what things that they may face, they will always persevere to make sure that things are good. Boost your spirit off the ground. I'm a spark that won't go out. We can go much higher now. Gravity can't hold us down. This is in reference to how, it's the fans. The fans have given them the encouragement to strive to do harder. Yeah, my throat's starting to clamp up a tiny bit reading this, but you can probably tell. Anyway, we're only at the beginning of this one-way dream. Ignite dreams to life. This is in reference to how this is pretty much a new beginning for the Sonic series. Sonic Frontiers marks a new chapter in the series with a new gameplay style, a new generation for Sonic to, play through. This is where it gets interesting. They said we'd break, they said we'd lose. But here we are. What else is new? As you might have guessed, this is in reference to how even Sonic Team knows that the fans weren't really satisfied with the previous games in the franchise. Colors was good, although it did give rise to the really cheesy writing of Pontac and Graf. Generations introduced classic Sonic, even though it's literally just Sonic when he was younger, but, you know, this is Sonic from another dimension. No, it isn't. Anyway, but this is in reference to how Sonic Team saw the feedback, they saw the negative impressions of the previous games, and they always strived to make things right. Stronger with every fall, faster with every mile. Even whenever they blundered with the games, you know, we all remember Sonic Forces. Team Sonic Racing was good, even though I heard that the online isn't all that great. Because, you know, connectivity issues. But, you know, even despite that, they always tried their best to make sure that the games are good. You and me, we're built on trust. That's why we can always get up. Even if they laugh, we'll never bite the dust. You and me. It's a reference to the fans who have always stuck by Sonic. The earlier lyrics that said, they said we'd break, they said we'd lose. This is in reference to the fans who are starting to lose hope in the franchise. And then we have this, you and me. We're built on trust. It's a reference to the fans who never gave up on the Blue Blur. That's why we can always get up. Sonic Team has never given up on giving us a great game. Even if they have blundered, that doesn't mean that it's always a blunder. Because all that matters is that at the end of the day, they did their best. Even if they laugh, we'll never bite the dust. As stated before, that is in reference to how Sonic Team has never given up on making sure that they make a game that the fans will love. Heads up high, reach for the top. Give it everything that you've got. This is how we ignite. I think the lyrics speak for themselves. And then we repeat right here. Yeah. So, this entire song is in reference to how Sonic Team has listened to the feedback, the criticism, all that stuff. They've seen that people just weren't satisfied with the previous Sonic games in the series. I mean, Unleashed was received fairly well by the fans, although, you know, critics had other things to say, but unanimously, the fan base does like the game, even if it does have its flaws. But, again, you know, we're talking about a game that was well before the Pontac and Graf era by 2 years. Because Sonic Unleashed came out in 2008, which was 15 years ago. I was 11 then. So, yeah. Anyway, so, how about that one DLC thing that I was talking about? Well, you're gonna love this. You are absolutely going to love this. So, oh, wrong thing. Yeah, so there's the jukebox, which is an Easter. It's not really an Easter egg, I'm sorry to say that. But it does have music from the previous games, such as I'm Here, Angel Island, Mushroom Hill, Sky Sanctuary. So they have music from Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic CD, Adventure, Adventure 2, Heroes, Sonic 06, Sonic and the Secret Rings, which I don't know about you, but I happen to have liked that game. Sonic Unleashed, Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic Colors, Generations, along with Generations 3DS, Mario and Sonic at the Sochi 2014 Olympic Games, which is really funny because this is across all platforms, by the way. Like, I'm not even kidding. Rooftop Run, which is from Generations, Sonic Lost World. Yeah, the less said about that game, the better. Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces, Sonic Colors Ultimate, which is how I played Sonic Colors. And then we have the rest of the soundtrack that you would collect being relegated to Sonic Frontiers, with the different movements of the islands, such as movement 1 through 7 for Kronos, Ares, and Chaos Island respectively. The island theme for Rhea Island, which in the past I did mispronounce it as Rhea Island, but I've watched video clips of the newest DLC, and just to confirm, they do say it's called Rhea Island, not Rhea. Rhea. Because the reason why I was saying it like Rhea for a little bit is because of the fact that there's a wrestler by the name of Rhea Ripley. And so I was going off of that because a friend of mine said, no, that's not how you pronounce Rhea, it's Rhea, not Rhea. But no, it is Rhea. Then we have Oranos Island, and then we have the theme of Starfall Islands. So, yeah. Again, not an Easter egg, but more of a tribute to the series as a whole. Oh boy. Then we have extras. Well, yeah. I'm trying to... promotion... Oh, here it is. Until the 31st of January 2023, signing up to the Sonic Frontiers newsletter granted subscribers free codes to unlock the Grind Shoes content in-game. The game's Steam page confirmed the PC version of the game contained... That didn't stop me. But yeah, in case you're wondering what the Grind Shoes are, it's these shoes right here. Yeah. So... these shoes first made their appearance all the way in the grand year of 2001. Wait. What? I've just been informed that it wasn't really a good year because of an incident. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright. So, these are the shoes that you would be able to unlock in Sonic Frontiers if you would have signed up for the newsletter thing. So I do have these shoes, but only on the PS5 version of the game. But they are also unlockable in Sonic Forces. Sonic Adventure 2, you had these all throughout the game. Sonic Pinball Party, I believe it was, yeah. But here it is. So, this is what I was talking about earlier. The design of the soap, bleh. The design of the Grind Shoes is based on the real-world Scorcher shoes from Soap, a brand that specialized in shoes made for the sport of grinding. And here it is right here. Yeah, so you know, so if you ever hear someone calling these shoes the soap shoes when you're playing Sonic Frontiers, just know that that's exactly what they mean. Because these are, in fact, the same shoes. But, yeah. So, with that being said, I think this is a good stopping point. I've talked about some of the Easter eggs and the cyberspace levels. I don't want to go into everything. Oh, so I downloaded a Pokemon Emerald ROM hack that makes it hard like Dark Souls. Yeah, I saw that you were streaming, but I didn't really have time to watch it because I was doing some other stuff. But that sounds cool. Poke Souls. Anyway, with that being said, though, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, then like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. You don't have to do any of that, but it's certainly appreciated, and I greatly enjoy that. I only have a Torchic with Scratch. Whoa! Ouch. Anyway, yeah.